Stop sneaking out of the room when your toddler isn't looking, because you're accidentally making them more likely to scream the moment you disappear from their sight. It's a scene played out in thousands of homes from New York to Los Angeles every single morning. You think you're being kind by avoiding the tears, but you're actually teaching your child that you are a person who vanishes without warning. Welcome back to the show. Today, we are diving deep into a topic that keeps parents awake at night, quite literally. We're talking about the Velcro Toddler syndrome. You know the one, where you can't even go to the bathroom in your own house without a tiny hand sliding under the door. While some clinginess is a normal part of developmental milestones, a lot of it is actually reinforced by common parenting habits that we do with the best of intentions. Statistics show that about 65% of American parents feel touched out or overwhelmed by their child's constant need for physical proximity. But here is the kicker. Only about 15% of those parents realize that their own reactions to that clinginess are actually fueling the fire. In places like Scandinavia, parents often encourage managed distance from a very young age, and their children consistently rank higher in self-regulation and independent play by age 3. Today, I'm going to show you the 10 biggest mistakes you're likely making, the science of why they backfire, and a 4-week roadmap to help your toddler become the confident, independent explorer they were born to be. Let's start with mistake number 1, the ninja Vanish departure. Imagine you're in a busy park in Chicago. Your toddler is finally distracted by a shiny red slide. You think, "This is my chance," and you slip away to the car. To you, you've avoided a meltdown. To your toddler, you have literally ceased to exist. When they turn around and you're gone, their cortisol levels spike. They learn that the world is unpredictable and that you are unreliable. The result? Next time, they won't let go of your leg for a second because they're terrified you'll pull another disappearing act. Mistake number 2, being the entertainment director. We've all been there. It's a rainy Tuesday in Seattle and your kid is whining. You feel guilty, so you spend 4 hours straight on the floor playing Tea Party or building Legos. Why is this a mistake? Because you are teaching your child that they are incapable of entertaining themselves. If you are always the source of their fun, they will never develop the internal engine needed for independent play. Research from the University of Virginia suggests that toddlers who are over-entertained by parents show a 40% decrease in creative problem-solving skills compared to those who are left to figure out boredom on their own. Mistake number 3, projecting your own anxiety. This is the "be careful" trap. Picture a mum at a playground in Brooklyn. Her 2-year-old is trying to climb a small plastic ladder. The mum is hovering, hands outstretched, whispering, "Be careful, you're going to fall. Watch out." What the child hears isn't, "I love you." It's, "The world is a dangerous place and you aren't strong enough to handle it." This creates a child who is constantly looking back at the parent for permission to breathe. They become clingy because they don't trust their own body or the environment. They only trust you to keep them safe. Mistake number 4, the inconsistent routine. Toddlers crave predictability like we crave caffeine on a Monday morning. In a typical American household, things can get chaotic. Maybe one night dinner is at 5, the next it's at 7 because of a late meeting. Maybe one night you let them sleep in your bed because you're tired, but the next night you insist on the crib. This inconsistency creates searchlight behavior. The child is constantly searching for where the boundary is, and that searching looks a lot like clinging. They stay close to you because they don't know what's coming next, so you are the only constant they can grab onto. Now, let's talk about mistake number 5, doing for them what they can do for themselves. I call this the zipped-up jacket syndrome. You're in a rush to get to daycare. Your toddler is fumbling with their coat. You reach down, zip it up, and move on. It takes 2 seconds. But every time you do that, you rob them of a micro-win. When a child doesn't feel capable, they feel dependent. And dependent children are, you guessed it, clingy. By the time they are 3, they should be helping with everything, from putting their socks on to clearing their plastic plate. Mistake number 6, giving in to the rebound cry. This is a tough one for the heartstrings. You set a boundary, let's say no more juice. Your toddler cries, you hold firm. Then they cry harder, and you think, fine, just one more cup. You've just taught them that their distress is a tool to control you. This creates an anxious attachment because the child realizes their emotions have too much power. They cling because they are trying to navigate a world where they, a 2-year-old, are the boss. And trust me, no 2-year-old wants to be the boss. It's terrifying for them. Mistake number 7, neglecting your own self-care. This might sound unrelated, but it's critical. If you are burned out, your patience reservoir is empty. You become reactive. You might push the child away 1 minute because you're touched out, and then overcompensate with guilt clinging the next. This push-pull dynamic is the fastest way to create an insecure attachment. A study of 1,200 families in the Midwest found that parents who prioritized just 20 minutes of solo, quiet time a day had children who were 30% more likely to settle into independent play without protest. Mistake number 8, overpraising smartness over effort. If you're always saying, you're such a good boy for staying close, or you're so smart, you're building a child who is afraid to fail. They cling to you because you are their judge. If they move away and try something new and fail, do they lose that smart label? They'd rather stay safely attached to your hip where they know they are good. Mistake number 9, the lack of physical check-ins. Sometimes we wait for the child to cling before we give them affection. We're busy on our phones in the kitchen, and only when the toddler starts pulling at our leg do we pick them up. This teaches them that clinging equals connection. Instead, try proactive filling. Fill their emotional cup before it's empty. Give them a high five or a quick hug while they are playing independently. This reinforces that they don't have to be attached to you to be loved by you. And finally, mistake number 10, skipping the transition warning. We often expect toddlers to pivot like corporate executives. Okay, we're leaving the park now. Cue the meltdown. If you don't give them a 5-minute and 2-minute warning, you are shocking their system. That shock leads to anxiety, and anxiety leads to, well, you know the drill, more clinging. If this sounds like your daily life, don't panic. Parenting isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. You can change these patterns starting today. Let's look at the golden window. Between the ages of 18 months and 3 years, your child's brain is like wet cement. The connections they form now about independence will dictate how they handle school, friendships, and even their future careers. To help you fix this, I've developed a 4-week independence roadmap. Week 1, the I'll be back method. This week is about building trust. Stop sneaking away. Even if you're just going to the kitchen to grab a LaCroix, say it out loud. I'm going to the kitchen. I'll be back in 1 minute. When you come back, don't make a big deal of it. Just return. You are teaching them that mum/dad leaves, but mum/dad always returns. This is the foundation of secure attachment. Week 2, the 1-minute solo challenge. Set a timer. Tell your toddler, I'm going to sit on the couch and read my book for 1 minute. You play with your blocks. Even if they cry at your feet, stay there for that 60 seconds. When the timer goes off, celebrate. You did it. You played while I read. Next day, make it 2 minutes. By the end of the week, aim for 5. You are building their solitude muscle. Week 3, the helper phase. Stop doing everything for them. If they want a snack, let them help you take the lid off the Tupperware. If they need to get dressed, let them pick between the blue shirt and the red shirt. Give them micro-autonomy. A child who feels powerful in small ways doesn't feel the need to cling in big ways. Week 4, the narrated departure. This is for daycare or babysitter drop-offs. Create a ritual, a special handshake, a kiss in the palm, and a clear statement of when you'll be back. I'll see you after your nap. And then, the hardest part, walk away. Do not look back. Do not linger. Your confidence in leaving tells them that they are safe to stay. I want to share a story about a dad I worked with in Chicago named Mike. His daughter, Lily, was so clingy he couldn't even cook dinner. He used to sneak into the kitchen while his wife distracted her. Lily would eventually find him and scream for an hour. We changed one thing. Mike started bringing a small stool into the kitchen. He told Lily, "You are my chef's assistant. Your job is to put these plastic spoons in this bowl." He gave her a job. He gave her a routine. And he stopped sneaking away. Within 3 weeks, Lily wasn't clinging to his leg. She was standing on her stool, proud, independent, and confident. Remember, a confident child isn't one who doesn't need you. It's one who knows they have you, so they feel safe enough to explore the world without you. You've got this. Every time you resist the urge to sneak out, every time you let them struggle with a zipper for an extra 10 seconds, you are building a stronger, more resilient human being. If you found this helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button or subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into the wild world of parenting. And hey, leave a comment. What's the one clingy habit your toddler has that drives you the most crazy? Let's talk about it in the comments. Parenting is a marathon, not a sprint. Take a deep breath. You're doing a better job than you think. I'll see you in the next episode. Go get that coffee. You earned it.